Welcome back, powerful leaders. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe we are in season 3. Where does time go? I feel like I started this podcast yesterday. It's been an incredible journey, and I'm so grateful to be back for third season. I wanted to share with you my new focus for this season, and it is to be more intentional because it is so easy to be pulled in a million different directions that you lose your spark and your drive. And I'm really deciding this season to be more focused on serving and making a difference, and not really obsessed so much over downloads and who's listening or who's not listening. I just want to have fun. I just want to bring back the fun in it. And I want to also give the podcast a facelift. Have you seen the new branding? I chose purple because it is often associated with power and wisdom, which is what this podcast is all about. And I wanted to make it more fresh and fun, and I hope that you like it. Let me know. Shoot me a DM. Let me know if you like the branding. But I'm deciding to take this season in a different direction. I'll be reducing the frequency of the episodes. So instead of 2 episodes a week, I'm reducing it to 1 episode a week, but I'm going to make them a bit longer. And I want to only interview women that I've had a personal relationship with, that I know personally, or that I believe will bring real value to you. Because this is really what's the most important for me, is thinking about you and how the interviews can really help you get a different perspective and grow and learn. And this is what it's all about. So I want to be more intentional about that, about bringing women from all walks of life like I've done in the past, but just go bigger and push me outside of my comfort zone. And I want to make sure that I'm also more intentional with sharing why I chose the guest and what you can expect from the interview. So the first half of the episodes will be about me, sharing about my views, why I decided to bring this guest, why I believe you should listen to the interview, and make it more personal. So without further ado, I want to introduce the first guest of the season. And she's the first for a reason, because she's one of the person that I've met in real life, and I was just mind blown by her presence. She has a heart of gold. She truly cares about helping others heal so they can become the best version of themselves. And I know you're gonna love this episode because we chatted about health and mindset and relationship and somatic work, nervous system work. Nervous system is the thing that keeps coming back for me, because it's so easy to get it all out of whack and freak out and go into do and burnout mode and hustle mode. And I've been so much more intentional with nervous system work. I've been doing more meditation, more breath work, trying different modalities to just really rewire my system and truly feel that sense of safety so I can keep showing up and keep delivering the best I can deliver. So yeah, this is an interesting topic. I know a lot of people will love this. And we also chatted about healing and how to really see it as a lifelong journey, and really writing the highs and the lows and the tiny habits that we do daily. So I know you're going to love Emily. She's amazing. So enjoy the episode and let's hit it. Welcome to the Powerful Female Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Anna Patricia Bourgeois, certified business coach. I am here to help you up-level, generate consistent wealth, increase your confidence, attract dream clients, and master your mindset so that you can fully own your power and achieve next level results in your online business and beyond. Every week, a powerful conversation will take place with amazing guests, or I'll share from my experience to help inspire you to start and scale the business of your dreams while being powerfully you. The time has come to stop playing small, stop hiding, and stop waiting. Now is the perfect time for you to passionately pursue your heart's desire as the powerful leader you were born to be. Are you ready? Let's do this. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Powerful Female Leaders Podcast. I am here with a very special guest, a dear friend of mine. Her name is Emily. Hey, girl.
Hi, girl. I'm so excited to actually finally be on your podcast, to schedule this in, and to talk all things growth and business.
Yes. I mean, we talked about this last year.
I know. It just shows how crazy like business gets, and there's always, things to do, but really prioritizing, what's important.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so excited to dive in. So feel free to take us on and tell us who you are, what you do, and what got you into what you do.
Oof, such a big question, because I feel like I had so many different like journeys that I went on. But basically, like I first originally started as a nutritionist, personal trainer. I was more like into the health and fitness industry.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that a lot of my clients, the main issue was their mindset. Like they were procrastinating, they had like overeating issues, and I felt like I couldn't really help them to the rate that they needed to be helped. And I felt like just like a fraud giving them like a diet plan and them like not being able to follow it. So I started to really like dive into more like psychology, behavior change, and I stumbled upon a course around like subconscious work. So it's called rapid transformational therapy, and it's just such a powerful modality that helps you to unlock like what's keeping you stuck, because a lot of us think it's our conscious mind and our thoughts, but really it goes deeper than that. It goes into like our belief system that got like programmed when we were super young. So I took that course and everything changed. Like that course honestly changed my life, and I was able to go so much deeper with my clients. Like the things that were holding them back, we would have never been able to get to, like never. So that just like gave me power to really, get them the results that they were looking for. And things kind of switched, where I ended up working in relationships, just because I saw that the root cause of like most people's like stressors was their attachment style, was their toxic relationships that they were in. And so I work more with the body, so more like somatic work, which just means instead of talking about your situation, which could be very helpful, I incorporate the mind and the body so that you actually feel differently to make those changes. It's more of like an embodiment thing that I walk my clients through. And yeah, so people who feel held back, don't feel worthy of success, love, relationships, and helping them really get unstuck. So that's kind of a gist of what I do. And I absolutely love it. I'm super passionate about it, and just being able to honestly offer people that deeper support that they're lacking.
This is so good. And your work is so powerful. Like I've had sessions with Emily and like I needed like a full week to recover because this work goes deep.
Oh, it does. It really does. Honestly, like I learned so much through my clients, just like through those sessions that I give, because like for example, someone might be procrastinating in their business and just be focused on the procrastination itself. But then when we dive deeper into what it is, it's usually like, they were bullied in high school. Their body doesn't feel safe to be seen. So it shuts them down. and procrastination is just a symptom. So
Mm.
it's like if you're just focusing on, oh, trying to fix the procrastination, people don't move forward. And yeah, so I feel like I'm almost like a detective in a way. I'm like,
Yeah.
let's see what's in your subconscious mind. Let's see like what the real issue is. Let's pull it up by the roots and let's change this for
Yes.
you.
Such amazing work. I mean, oh my gosh, like you're amazing. And like if you're listening
You're
to this,
amazing.
like thank you. Like reach out to Emily. She's awesome. And yeah, like I'm curious to know, like, because I know you're all about health and mindset and relationship. Like you're
Mhm.
so like diverse and interested in different topics. So how did you come to really like marry all of these things you're passionate about and
Mm.
incorporate it in your day-to-day, work?
Oh, yeah, because I feel like I definitely did touch on a lot of different subjects.
Mhm.
And and I still like I still incorporate, like you mentioned, I take a very holistic approach, because
Mhm.
obviously it's not just, oh, one area of your life that's blocking you. It's usually like, yeah, what you're eating.
Mhm.
It's your nervous system. So I talk also a lot about nervous system, because that is the driver of your whole entire experience, how you think,
Mm.
feel, and view the world in every single second. So once you
Yeah.
learn how to like unlock that, know how to use it to your advantage, things really start to shift for you. um, so yeah, I really wanted to give my clients that holistic approach. And
Mhm.
the way that like I incorporate it is, I have those tools, like those daily tools of,
Mhm.
okay, I see that like I'm limiting myself in this area. Like
Mhm.
how can I start to work through it with, just looking at my nervous system, what state I'm in, how I can start to like shift out of it. And I realized that, obviously healing is not just, okay, 6 weeks and I'm done. It's like a lifelong journey. So like
Mm.
I really value and prioritize giving all these tools to my clients as well. Right? It's like
Mhm.
even after the session, I give them, okay, how do you reparent yourself ongoing?
Mm.
To change your habits. And also because, your gut is related to your mental health as well. So I'll
Mhm.
also give them like nutrition recommendations based on that.
Mhm.
And it just makes it like even more powerful, and it helps them to be more empowered in their own life, because they're not just touching on, oh, what am I thinking? It's just carries through on all levels.
Mm. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. And like we live in this society where like everything, like we want quick results and like quick
Mm-hmm.
things, but like the healing journey, like you said, is a lifelong
Oh,
thing. Like
yes.
there's no
Yes.
shortcuts to healing.
No.
And like, so what would you say to someone who is in the thick of it? She's in the middle of it right now and she's doing all the things and she knows she has to heal,
Right.
but like she wants it quick. Like what can you tell to that person?
Yeah, I mean, like that quick fix mentality also like
Yeah.
comes with anything, right? Even like the fitness industry. How do I, lose 20 pounds basically overnight and stuff? And the thing that I like to say is that, you've been like this for how many years? Let's say you've had that
Mhm.
habit for the past 20, 30, 40 years. I don't know. It's not going to go away overnight, but
Mhm.
like our brain is wired to stay in the familiar. It hates change. So no matter how much you consciously like want to literally change overnight, our brain and body is not designed to do that.
Mm.
So I like to look at it more like from a biological like stance. So people take away like the shame they're feeling or judgment, because
Mhm.
they're like, oh, why aren't I seeing results like quicker? Why am I having setbacks? And it's like,
Mhm.
that's not something that needs to be seen as like a flaw or a fault. It's like, no, that's just how we're wired as human beings. And it's not something to be viewed as a negative aspect of your journey.
Mm.
We're all going to go through those highs and lows. And what I tell my clients is when you know you're healing is that you're able to ride those highs and lows instead of
Mm.
getting like swept up by them and not able to come out of it. So yeah, like obviously we're gonna feel emotional. We're still gonna have triggers, but it doesn't mean you're not healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think people have that misconception. It's like, oh, like I'm healing or I'm healed, and I reach this point
Mm-hmm.
where nothing's supposed to bother me. It's like, no, like we're emotional human beings. It's part of the human experience to
Mm-hmm.
experience like sadness, grief, anxiety sometimes. And, like those are messages from our body that we need to actually listen to. It's just how do we handle it? Do we let it
Mm.
take over our whole day? Or do we know how to come out of it? So I think it's just learning how to, like, healing is about learning how to navigate those highs and lows in a way that
Yeah.
allows you to bounce back so you're able to actually achieve the things that you want to achieve.
Girl, amen.
Great.
Yes. You are so wise. Where do you think that wisdom comes from? Like you're like an old soul. Like you have
Ooh,
so much.
yes.
Like tell us, where does that come from?
Yeah, I think, well, it just comes from I have a very curious mind. Like
Mhm.
I'll never be closed-minded towards something. I'll
Mhm.
question things a lot, not in like a bad way where I start worrying about things. I just always want to learn more about it.
Mm.
And at the same time, I don't just read things. I go through my own experiences, I apply it, and I think the way that you really gain wisdom is, yeah, through applying that knowledge, and you actually see the, like, you go through the whole journey, and like that's what
Mhm.
it's about. You gain so much through the journey, and
Yeah.
you get little like golden nuggets from it that you can then help others with. Because I
Mhm.
work with honestly a lot of clients who are 50 or in their 60s, and they're like, "You're so young." Like they're like, "I have to be honest with you here. Like I didn't know if I should work with you because you look so young." But they're like, "You're so wise." But it's just because, yeah, I started the work really early because
Mm.
because of, I'm someone just that I want to grow. Like that's my like main like
Mhm.
core value in life. I want to grow, I want to contribute. And I've just gained so much experience, wisdom through taking action and going
Mhm.
through really, really tough things and not giving up. I think,
Mm.
like when you're in it, it's not fun. You know how they say, "Oh, everything happens for a reason." Obviously, don't say that to someone when they're
Mhm.
when they're in the midst of it, but it's true in a way, right? You're
Mhm.
you're always gaining a lesson from something, and it's not a lesson that you can just read from a book. You need to go through it.
Yes. Ah, and I love that you said taking action because there's a lot of people who wait for the perfect time or wait for the
No such
perfect
thing.
situation. Yeah. So what would you say to these people who are like on the fence or they're waiting? Like, what would you tell them?
Yeah, I mean that definitely used to be me, like a long time
Hmm.
ago, and until I realized that, hey, if you want different results, you gotta change something that you're doing. There's no other way around it. No one's gonna come rescue you. No one's gonna come do it for you.
Yeah.
But what I realize is it's really the tiny habits that you create for
Mm.
yourself. It's not the, focusing on the big goals, because anyone looking at their long-term goals would feel so overwhelmed and be like, "Oh my god, how am I going to do this? It's too much."
Yeah.
And that's why I say, do not look there. Look at one thing you can do today to bring yourself a little bit forward, because success is all those small steps in between. But
Mm.
people sometimes don't showcase that, right? They just show,
Mhm.
"Oh, I'm here now." But do you know how many small steps they had to take? And
Mm.
we are habitual, human beings. So as when we start to develop those habits, they become who we are.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps us shift our identity, and that is what's needed to really
Mm-hmm.
get the change to stick, right? It's not like, oh, let's say if you want to be, you want to go to the gym. It's not I want to go to the gym. It's I want to be a healthy person, like adopting
Mm.
those beliefs, those habits, but it's not going
Mm-hmm.
to be overnight. Anyone that you look at right now, they started at
Yes.
one. Square one, baby. Like
Yes.
you can't skip anything. and
Exactly.
and it's about trusting the process. It's so much easier said than done, totally, but but the goal is just you're showing up for yourself with those small habits, and that's where you build your self-trust and self-confidence, because you're proving and showing to yourself, hey, damn,
Mm-hmm.
like I can do this. And you'll see within like a month of how much progress you can actually make. Because let's say if you picked a big goal and you were procrastinating, or maybe you like went to the gym, let's say for like, I don't know, 2 days, and you're like, oh, I just it's too much for me. And then at the end of the month there's no results. But imagine if you did just a little bit every day, that
Mm.
would give you so much more results over time, and it would stick. I really believe in sustainability. What is going to work for you?
Mm-hmm.
And I always like apply like those four laws of like behavior change, where like make it stupid simple, make it really
Yes.
small, make it fun, make it enjoyable, reward yourself, because we have to work with our biology, and it will always revert back to what's familiar. And
Mm.
so it's like teaching our body a new sense of safety,
Mm.
towards our goals.
Yes. The key word here, safety.
Oh my god, no, absolutely though. Because our body, like our nervous system, is so
Yeah.
survival based, and that's what it comes down to. If your goal doesn't feel safe to your body, it's going to block you, it's going to stop
Mm.
you, but with a physiological response. It's not something that you can always just override. So when you take these small tolerable steps forward, you rewire that. You show your system, hey, I'm safe to now step towards this. Because
Yes.
you can't just willpower yourself through it. If you do, at some point it's going to backfire. And that's
Mm.
that's really like what I learned. I used to be the person, everything, all or nothing, let's go for it. And guess what? I would always burn out.
Yep.
Always burn out.
Same. Guilty.
Yeah, yeah. And it wasn't because like I couldn't do it. It's like your system doesn't feel safe. So eventually, like, because you're gonna be stuck in that fight or flight, that anxious state, because your body's like,
Mm-hmm.
whoa, well, too much. This is not safe. It's dangerous. And
Mm-hmm.
then it's gonna be too much stress that you're accumulating, and then your body's gonna shut you down to numb out
Mm.
all that stress. And then that's the whole, where you ping pong back and forth between doing a lot and then shutting down and feeling burnt out. So,
Mm.
like, because I think when I first started my business, that was what I was doing. And I was like, how come I can't maintain anything? How come I can't sustain it? And I was
Mm-hmm.
looking at, oh, yeah, I am pushing too hard. And sometimes it accumulates with so much stress that
Mm-hmm.
you end up where your body just collapses at some point. So once
Mm-hmm.
again, right, sustainability, working with your biology, taking those small tolerable steps forward, that's how you get success. It's consistency.
Yes. Ah, this is so freaking good. Like, if you take what Emily's saying and you apply it, you're gonna see change for sure.
I've studied it.
That's amazing. So, I ask this to everyone who comes on the show. and I cannot wait to hear your answer. So, for you, what does it mean to be a powerful leader?
Oh, juicy question. Okay.
Yes.
So a powerful leader, I mean, I think it's someone who does take that action where
Mm-hmm.
they're gaining the wisdom and they're always trying to find ways to grow, because through that growth you can help so many more people.
Mm-hmm.
And like what I realize is every time I was faced with a challenge and I tackled it,
Mm-hmm.
literally the next day I would get a client with the exact same problem.
Wow.
It always happened that way. And so I think a leader like tackles their problems, gains the strength, the wisdom from it, and gives that to others to walk
Mm.
them through it. And I think it's also learning how to be able to connect to people
Mm-hmm.
and give them compassion, right? Because there's some leaders that are very like all or nothing,
Mm-hmm.
very very strict, very do this do that. But I feel
Mm-hmm.
like people don't need that, in a sense where they need someone that's going to understand them, hear
Mm-hmm.
what they have to say, give them that safety and connection,
Mm-hmm.
so that that they can actually like grow. And that's like a big thing that my clients tell me. They're like, and I almost like want to like tear up talking about it because it's such a beautiful thing to experience, is that
Yeah.
for the first time they feel seen and they feel safe with someone,
Mm-hmm.
because everyone has judged them for their behavior, which they're not choosing to do sometimes, or they shame them. Oh, you should be doing
Mm.
this, you should be doing that. And it's like, people don't need that. They need compassion. They
Yeah.
need someone like a leader that's going to hold that space and
Mm-hmm.
be like, I got your back, we're going to get through this.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I think also a good leader is like, I don't have the answers for them, they have their own answers, and let me
Mm.
help guide them to that wisdom that's already
Mm-hmm.
within them. Yeah, so I guess I take more of an approach that is trauma informed,
Yeah.
because I know people hear that word trauma and they're like, oh, I haven't gone through it, and I haven't had
Mm-hmm.
this big car accident, or I haven't gone to war. That's not what trauma is at all. It's very
Yeah.
it's not well understood. It's really anything that your system couldn't cope with at the time, where you felt helpless to it. So that can even
Yeah.
be like a toxic work environment. That can be a
Yeah.
bad relationship. That can be when you were young and your parent was always at work and they weren't home enough for you, where you felt emotionally supported.
Mm.
So I find like taking that perspective into like the leadership world
Mm-hmm.
really helps people, because like our core value, like our core needs as human beings are is to feel seen, heard, understood, be able to fully express our true self, right?
Mm.
And that's what I think, a true leader gives to others.
Yes. Ah, I want to be trauma informed. Like, let me know where I can learn more about it. Like, I want to be like that type of
Yeah.
leader. Like, I would love someone to lead me that way. So I want to like learn more about it for sure.
Yeah, girl, I can teach you all the things, because I am like the geek of being trauma
Yeah.
informed and nervous system like health and all that stuff. Like,
Yeah. I
I
love
got
it.
you.
You're awesome. So, what's next for Emily? Like, what's the big vision? Like, what are we envisioning for Emily?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think right now I'm, because I started my business, let's say about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. So I'm still
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning of really building it up. But what
Yeah.
but what I see as like my next goal, because I, try and take those small tolerable steps forward, is like, I want to be able to help others, but like offer a program that they can do that people can afford, because not everyone could
Mm.
afford like those high ticket,
Mhm.
coaching programs, which I totally understand. And so I'm working towards creating a program that is all on how to heal from, toxic relationships, feeling unworthy, because that is like the biggest core
Yeah.
wound that stops you from anything. Abundance, business blocks, honey, it is your worthiness wounds that you're probably
Mm-hmm.
not even aware of that are getting triggered up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like how to clear your limiting beliefs and just to become the best version of you. uh,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's a combination of everything that I use with my one-on-one clients. It's everything that I've used on my own personal healing journey that I continue to use because, as we know, it's a lifestyle. So I
Mm-hmm.
want to be able to really reach more people, give them the support and help they need,
Mm-hmm.
and then potentially turn it into a book as well. So that is like kind of what
Woo!
I'm working
Yes,
towards.
girl.
Yeah, because I'm also like a big writer. Like that's my thing. That's how I
Yeah.
really express myself the best. And if I can give like a handbook to someone when they feel lost and really
Mm-hmm.
low in their life, and I can
Mm-hmm.
give them that hope, oh my God,
Yeah.
that's a gift for me. I would feel so honored to be able to do that.
That's amazing. And meanwhile, where can people go to connect with you, learn more about you, and send you a message if they feel pulled to?
Yes. So on social media, so Instagram, it's Emily Colligan Therapy. And then Facebook, that's like my main platform, which is my name, Emily Colligan. And that's where I share so many free healing videos. I give tips. I really go in depth as well, for
Mm-hmm.
people who, want to learn more about their situation. And,
Yes.
yeah, so those are the main two platforms that I'm on. And eventually, I'll have my website ready with that course that I was just mentioning. So I'm really excited about
I'm
that.
so excited too. Yeah, go follow Emily. She's awesome. She always makes me laugh with her reels. She has amazing
Oh,
energy.
yes, I forgot about that. Yeah, if you want to laugh, just watch the video because I'm really weird.
Thank you so much for being here. You're amazing.
Thank
I
you for
love you so
having
much.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you too, girl. And I would look forward to doing this again with you. It was so awesome.
Yes. Let's do it. Bye.
Perfect. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Powerful Female Leaders podcast. If you love this episode, make sure to spread the message, leave a review, and subscribe. I would forever be grateful for you. I also want to hear from you, and I want to know your feedback and your questions for future episodes. So don't be shy, say hi, and send me a message at Powerful Female Leaders Podcast on Instagram. Until then, I'll see you on the next episode.